There you go. Cheers. Cheers.
Sandy Missouri here. She is known as America's top balloon expert.
Drum roll, please. Thank you, Lisa. You guessed it, balloons. Yeah, balloon expert Sandy Missouri is here. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, America's top balloon expert, Sandy Missouri, is here with us now, telling us more about how you can become. I invited my good friend, balloon expert, balloon professional, Sandy Missouri.
Have you been doing this? Please, have you been doing this since you were a little girl?
I've been doing this for 20 years. I'm so lucky. I have the best job in the world because my job is to make people happy.
America's top balloon expert, Sandy Missouri. Sandy, welcome to the show.
America's top balloon expert. Sandy, good to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you too.
Totally.
You can add. Oh, there goes the spider. Well, you can add another element to it and make it a centerpiece.
This is so great.
Sandy Missouri, Sandy, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo te encuentras?
Muy bien, estoy muy contenta.
¡Ay, sí, español!
We'll be back with you in just a little bit.
Great, thank you so much.
Balloon expert.
That one kept shy.
Sandy Missouri, a balloon expert, I would say so. You have
Thank
made
you.
what's on your head and everything here. It's phenomenal.
And there's just something about balloons that make people smile.
Well, that's exactly it. Balloons make people happy.
I love it. Balloons make people happy. So do you, Sandy. That's outstanding. I'm here today, folks, with Sandy Missouri, who is the balloon queen. She is a mom and a business owner and a marketing consultant, and she has blown up going on national and local television all over the world. I didn't know tu hablas español, Sandy.
Muy poquito, but you know, growing up here in San Diego, you pick up a few things.
That was just awesome. Let me introduce Sandy a little bit better than that. She and first of all, let me say hello. This is Steve Laurvick, your online marketing guy, and I'm here with Sandy Missouri, who owns Balloon Utopia and Market with Balloons, and has been on all of those local and national radio and TV shows. She's the best-selling author of a couple of books. One is The Ultimate Guide to Inflating Your Trade Show Profits. Another is The Event Planner's Essential Guide to Balloons. And Sandy, if you might, would you just kind of tell us your story a little bit, and then let us know how you've managed to get yourself onto the national stage.
Okay. Gosh, I'm not entirely certain where you want me to start my story. I think it was probably a blustery day in November 41 years ago.
You start wherever you'd like, but
yeah,
it's a great story.
I guess where the story really starts, as you know, as it pertains to what you might be interested in, would be probably about maybe 5 or 6 years ago. Gosh, I guess about 6 years ago now, when I wanted to revamp my website, and I noticed that I had fairly good rankings, but I didn't know why or how to protect them. And you know, a lot more websites were coming into the space, and online there was a lot more competition than there had been before. And so I wanted to learn how to protect that and how to improve my online visibility and keep what I had. And there was a balloon guy who had been posting a lot of tips about SEO. So I called him up and I said, okay, I want to come out and study with you and just teach me everything you know. And you know, he probably thought I was like some sort of crazy stalker chick or something. But he put together a little boot camp and invited some other balloon artists to it. And so I came out there and learned everything that he could share with us. And while I was there, he kept talking about his teachers. And so at the end of I think it was maybe 2 days or 2.5 days, something like that, at the end of the time, I thought, okay, well, I've learned everything that I can from him. Now it's time for me to go learn from where he learned. And he had been learning from, it was called Stompernet. You're familiar with that, I'm sure, Steve. You've been in the business for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
So I found out that there was a Stompernet convention coming up, and I went to it. And this was a very high-level SEO conference. I did not understand anything that was happening. I wasn't even certain that they were speaking English. It was so above my head. There was literally steam coming out of my ears. Even the first thing, I had no idea what any of it meant. And I found myself out in the lobby talking to, I think it was Dan Thies and Andy Edmonds, who, for anybody who follows SEO, you'll know who those are. But they're two guys that are, you know, just absolute geniuses and talk at a level that just most people don't understand. And so there they were, and they're talking about split testing and conversion and other things that didn't mean anything to me. And I'm like, I don't know what, like, I'm not even, like, I'm too much of a newbie to even know what I don't know, you know? And it was very interesting that I happened to be, and I didn't know who they were at the time either. They were just the people that happened to be out in the foyer with me, right? And
Sandy, I'm going to interrupt. Dan's a really nice guy. I mean, and really brilliant. I remember learning about Google AdWords from him and A/B testing and all that as well. I'm going to, just so people know, I'm going to switch around here and show some of your websites.
Yeah.
While you're talking.
So Dan,
video.
Both of them, brilliant people. And anyways, so I somehow got on a bunch of lists, which, you know, if you go to a marketing conference is going to happen. And I see all of these launches coming past my desk, and all of them seem like they're really geared towards people who know what they're doing already. And so I kind of felt like, well, they're not speaking to me because I don't know anything. And then Mike Koenig's launch came across my desk. And this one looked like it was actually written for people who didn't necessarily have a PhD in, you know, conversion and SEO and stuff like that. And so I took his course and then took every product that he's put out since then and all of the certifications that he's offered. Because I found that his message of really, you know, really bringing it down to your video marketing and your call to action and your list building, that made sense to me. It spoke to me, and it seemed like, okay, this is something that, you know, me as a non-tech person that I could learn and I could really leverage. And so that's where it started. So I started doing videos, and now I already had a bunch of videos because I was the first female balloon artist that had put out a balloon video, VHS at the time, for the balloon industry, teaching how to make, like, balloon animals, twisted balloons. And so the first videos that I put up on YouTube before I learned about video marketing were just like Sandy 1, Sandy 6, you know, no keywords, no call to action, no proper formatting of the description, nothing. Just I liked seeing myself on TV, so, you know, put these videos up. Well, then I started learning about, you know, the proper way to do video marketing, answering questions, having a call to action, putting the website URL into the description field, those things. And so I started doing my videos that way. And some of my videos hit. One of my videos has over 500,000 views. My channel has had over 1 million views, and you know, it wasn't completely accidental because I did my keyword research to know what words, what things people were looking for, but I couldn't have predicted, you know, oh, this is the video that's going to get, you know, 500,000 views. So it kind of all started with that, and then everything's kind of snowballed. So along the ways, I learned about writing a book, and I wrote my first book, which became a bestseller. This was actually right before it became the thing to write books. I did it just before that. Yeah. So this was my first book right here. The Ultimate Guide to Inflating Your Trade Show Profits, How to Increase Branding, Recognition, Visibility, Customer Loyalty, and Attract More Attention with Balloons. Yes, I wanted to hit every keyword. So this book came out in March of, let's see the copyright date here. I think it was March 2012. And it took 3 hours to hit #1 bestseller.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, I had done my pre-work, right? It wasn't just magical like I released it, and I had been sending out for, you know, the week leading up to it, hey, my book is about to come out, please be ready to go buy it. You know, even if you don't plan on reading it, please help me to get to bestseller, that kind of thing. So my audience, with the list that I had been creating, was ready to buy. And, you know, of course, I released it for a very nominal fee to make it very easy for them to buy it, and then pushed all my friends and families to do the same. And I told them, like, honestly, you don't have to read it, just buy it. You know?